Virgo, so listen, we are already into July, and this month seems to hold a little bit of everything for you. And it starts off with some of you might have been waiting for some action coming from a male person. It looks like it might have been put off because I see that you've been patient here waiting, but this man either seems to have been a little exhausted or he's just had so much on his plate. He hasn't been able to follow up or follow through quite yet, but it looks like this will now come to the surface and it will be what you have hoped that it will be. I'm also seeing how this is a month where back to back information is coming in or you looking into your own personal finances, and there's a sense of renewal here. So for some, it could be even more money coming in, but not necessarily so for all of you. It could also be money going out, but in a happy way. Okay, so I'm not saying like big, huge expenses for those things that we don't like putting money towards. If there is a lot of money going out here, especially this month, it will be put towards fun things, all right? Because it's all here showing up in a happy place, okay? So maybe you have saved up so that you could use or spend or splurge a little bit more here this month. I sensed a lift of energy here for you, Virgo, this month. Why? Because it's like I see you fluttering your wings here like a little hummingbird, right? Very energetic. It's a month now where you can feel free. There's a sense of liberation around you. So perhaps this is the vacation month for you. Some people like it in June, some in August, but for you, it just looks like this is an awesome, awesome month to get up, to get out, and do those things that you've been dreaming about. And I do feel that there is definitely some travel around you here and a feeling of success too, that you finally now can get some days off. I see the sun is shining all around you, and it's also you now having some time off to go do those leisure things that the rest of the year doesn't really give you too much time to do. So it's a time to really not just embellish those things, but to really indulge. Now, there seems to be a lot of creativity around you, and there's also a little surprise when that comes to the forefront. It looks like you could be invited to go do something that's a little bit off the beaten track, and I see you're feeling quite excited about it, and you might be quite surprised yourself just how much you're going to love to do whatever this particular thing is to do. Because I could see how you, in the aftermath, are going to be sharing it, talking about it to your friends or to these groups. And it's like, oh my God, you know what I did this month? Some of you might have just jumped out, in a parachute. That kind of little bit of a daredevil excitement is what I see. Then here, I feel that the ground track in your life, the foundation of your life, is also feeling pretty strong and secure this month. Not a lot of worries. And we know, as a Virgo, you can tend to not just think a lot, but you can also tend to overthink or worry. It's just the way you're wired, right? You know what I'm talking about. But this month, you don't have a lot of that. You're just going simply with the flow, spreading your arms, like I said, spreading your wings. And in that, you're going to feel very free, very liberated. There is a family member. This is a male, so it could be a brother, father, uncle, wherever it may be. For some of you, it could be your son. Even though this person is not young, it is definitely their 30s and upwards. But there's strength, there's support here in this matter. It could be through some communication that you have about what's going on within the family structure. And so you're all aligned, and that feels very good, very secure for you. Then I'm seeing here that, well, it's time to focus on health. And I believe it's because you have been somewhat stressed in these earlier months. So at least whatever you can do to kind of like loosen up those muscles, all right? Especially on the muscle tissue. I'm feeling there might be a little tension. So do definitely go get a massage if that is true for you. particularly, but because I'm feeling there is a little tension somewhere. It could be neck, shoulders, it could be in your back, it could be in your feet. In fact, being Virgo, the opposite end of your axis is Pisces, and that rules the feet. So I would say if you have extra time off, do something good for you, for your health. Use this time as far as that goes, just to kind of get up and running with it. It could be a time where now you can focus on your diet and change that if need be. But I see positive benefits by focusing here in this area here for July. And then Virgo, listen, as far as relationships go this month, it is awesome. There is a level opening up to what I feel is a new beginning. So for those of you single, that could be a new beginning, a new relationship surfacing. For those of you in a relationship, well, you're already in a relationship, but then I sense there is a certain situation between you and your partner that you're looking into. And this is maybe creating some new vows, getting on the same page, opening up, sharing your dreams so that you can share your dream together. And whatever you can experience this month in itself is great, but what I love about it is by sharing this dream, it's what's coming in behind it down the road in the coming months for the year that is ahead of you. This is a great time for you to make those long-term plans together within your relationship. So a lot of intimacy here, a lot of passion being shared this month, and I feel there's matters of the heart that has laid with you, within you, for a longer time that you haven't really brought up or out or shared, even here. It looks like this month could be very important that you share it with your partner, because how would your partner even know what you're carrying and what you're thinking if you're not expressing it? Because not all partners are telepathic, are they? Right? So it's only when you actually bring things up and out that things can actually take on shape and form and be dealt with. So feel free to do that. You have all the good forces with you this month. And of course, it's just going to enhance your experience with your partner. We talked about travel. Again, that's showing up. This time it's showing up with maybe a short distance travel that can come about very unexpectedly. So you might just enthusiastically throw a little travel bag together and hit the road. And it is more like a road trip, maybe just a day or two. So we're not talking like the long-term vacation where you're going away for a week or two. This is just short, but lovely. Absolutely lovely. Good news within the family. Some of you will hear about somebody pregnant or getting married. I feel that this is something that they've been wanting for a long time, and it's something that the whole entire family can be happy for. So that is awesome news. And as far as your work and career goes, I see that that seems to just be stable and beautiful, just running along as it should. Don't really see any major hiccups for you to need to be aware of. No challenges here as far as July goes, which is great, so you don't really have to think about it. This is a month that's really just shining the light on you, Virgo. What you can do for yourself, like we said about health and dieting, but what you can do as far as all the fun things in your life right now. And I see you actually embracing it and indulging it, letting go of worries. And there's two women showing up. That could be sisters, it could be girlfriends coming in here as well. But they too are really just basking in the fun that you seem to be sharing right now. So, and you might be able to spend a little extra time with them and actually talk about something that you can come to do later on, not necessarily here this month, but make some plans for later down the road, maybe for August, September, maybe take on a course together, because it has to do with knowledge, it has to do with insight. And it looks like the three of you are all on the same page, wanting to obtain some more insight and knowledge. So that's awesome. For those of you who will be moving, well, this is a good time to do so. As I see, there is some motion for a few of you Virgos, but that doesn't mean all Virgos are going to be moving. But for those of you who will, I see that really panning out and coming together nearly seamlessly. There's just a beautiful flow. Like I said, there isn't a lot of hiccups this month. So I'm just feeling you lifting, rising, and then spreading out, and then embracing. So what a beautiful month. Enjoy it, Virgo, and I'll see you there in August.